Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guests today are from Red Cedar Chamber. Miera Kim. Miera, welcome.
Thank you.
And Carey Bostian.
Thank you.
The two principals behind Red Cedar Chamber in the midst of your October tour, as it were. Actually kind of toward the end. Sometimes we talk before your big round of concerts start, and but in this case, you've been doing your rural outreach concerts and are now reaching the end of that, and we've got the main ones coming up.
Yeah, we had 12 performances scheduled for Passion and Peril, and we've completed eight of them. So
it gets to be, at this stage in the game, you're probably just a little bit brain dead.
You know, the funny thing is, when you think about performing something 12 times, it sounds like it might become a little boring or a little business as usual, but it never does. It's always a fun time. It's always something fresh and new. And of course, with Christine Bellomy as our guest artist on clarinet, she keeps us on our toes.
Well, that's why we do them live. If you only wanted to do it perfectly one time, you just record it and let everybody listen. That's the reason to go to a live concert.
Oh, yeah, and you get so much energy from the audience as well. So this is our 5th concert program that we've put together with Christine.
Christine is awesome. For those who don't know, Christine's the principal clarinetist for Orchestra Iowa.
Yep.
Sits first chair for the Cedar Rapids Municipal Band. Has many of her own woodwind-based ensembles as well, and has been a frequent guest with you all.
She has. And for this particular concert, we've had some in the past with her where we had works that were a little more serious or, had 5 high B's in it, for example, which as a violinist, I'm going to say that doesn't mean as much to me as it does to clarinetists. But for this program, we just wanted to have fun. Now, we did end up programming some rather challenging works after all, but overall, we've been able to really convey the sense of joy that we have in making music together.
Now, I have to say that you've titled this concert Passion and Peril, so fun and joy.
Okay.
We derive fun and joy from passion and
Okay, all right. I can buy that.
So actually, we have
Carey, sit up just a little bit.
We have both Passion and Peril, and the Passion, probably the only older work on the program is Hans Gall, Viennese composer who had to flee the war, and ended up in Edinburgh. But his serenade is what we're thinking of as the passion part, and it's a big 4-movement work and very challenging, and great.
it has beautiful melodies, but also some surprising harmonies.
It's really interesting music. And then following that are these Dances of Peril by Gilad Cohen, who is on the faculty of
Ramapo College in New Jersey.
He's one of the world's great Pink Floyd scholars.
Okay.
So he crosses genres.
I did not have Pink Floyd on my dance card for this conversation.
And I'm not. This isn't like. I mean, there's one movement. One of the dances is klezmer, and the other one is called tense. I mean, but that's where the Peril comes from. But we realized in June when we were working on this program that we needed a concert opener, and I happened to run into Peter Blesh. And I had this great idea. Oh, Peter, you know that short Christmas piece that you wrote for Red Cedar Chamber Music for flute, guitar, and viola? And of course, I had played it with him many times, playing the viola part on the cello. And it was just a perfect length. Great, joyous, so much fun. I said, Peter, could you make that work for violin, cello, and clarinet? He said, no. But I'll write you something else. So he wrote us Fun and Frolic, 2 minutes and 15 seconds of just absolute joy, and it's it's great. So that's the way the program starts.
And then, of course, we can't fail to mention Iowa Moods, Reflections on the Iowa Corn Song by Michael Kimber, another local composer.
That's right, and your composer in residence.
Yes, he was until 2023. We don't have one right this moment, but he wrote this back in 2019, and we premiered it. And let me tell you, there are many of our audience members who know the Iowa Corn Song, who sang it in their youth, and are delighted to hear these fun, jazzy variations.
I mean, there's klezmer, there's swing, there's ragtime.
There's a variation that sounds just like Summertime
And
from
of course,
Porgy and Bess.
you don't hear the classic Iowa Corn Song theme until the march at the end.
Oh, okay.
So it's a great work. It's
So the corn song is hidden inside.
yeah. Well, it's
Well, it's
I
not
think
that
it's pretty
hidden.
obvious, but yeah, he really it's a great piece. And then before that, we have these two little small works. This small trio by Nadine Polyakova, and it's only 70 seconds long. And then this piece called Twisted by Steve Winstead from Ohio. And so we had to put these two together so we could call it Small and Twisted. So there's, I mean, it's really, we're having a great time. It's a fun program. And
Well, we should mention our closer, because
Yeah.
we're always trying to get our street cred with Dennis here. We're playing Minor Swing by Django Reinhardt and Stefan Grappelli at the end. And we've, of course, borrowed some solos from Maurice Meunier and Stefan Grappelli. Carey is playing this very challenging cello part, all pizzicato, to imitate an upright bass. And Steve Shanley was kind enough to write that and arrange it for us.
Yeah.
So.
And I play many fewer notes than he wrote, and it still is quite a challenge. I mean,
He sounds amazing on it.
Steve's daughter is a great bass player, and, I think he, was thinking of that. But it's a lot of fun, the program.
And this is, you probably don't count, but this is a lot of pieces. I mean, many times in your programs you do, a piece with several movements. But this is a case where a lot of short pieces, so that's
There are
kind
a
of
lot
unusual,
short pieces.
maybe.
Well, there's two bigger works on the program, and then lots more short ones. There are 5 living composers
Represented.
Yeah,
And
I was going to mention that too.
and of
that
course, Steve's arrangement too. So
A living arranger.
a living arrangement.
I'm going to suggest Steve put that on his business card.
Yeah,
moving forward.
exactly.
Steve Shanley, living arranger.
Right. We only have one dead guy.
And so you're also really putting Christine through her paces, which of course she is more than equal to. But
Yeah.
you mentioned all these different kinds of styles,
Oh, yes.
classical, klezmer, jazz.
And even in one of the pieces, The Dances of Peril, there are extended techniques where she's doing the flutter tongue and singing while she plays, which is really an
interesting.
unusual
Yeah.
request from a composer for a clarinetist.
So yeah, and things I think I've never done on the cello before, in his pieces in the Dances of Peril.
So as I said, you're kind of coming toward the end of your run, of your 12-show run.
Yeah.
With this. So what shows are coming up?
Well, we have 3 more public performances, and they're next weekend, Friday, October 18th at 7 p.m., Center Point Library. This is a rural outreach site. They're actually calling it, the Friends of the Library is calling the program Passion, Peril, and Pies. And
Well, I wonder what that could mean.
the Center Point Library, we played there after their renovation. We played the first concert there in 2019. And they just do a great job. We have a wonderful audience there. After the pandemic, we were able to start a relationship with the Center Point Public Schools when we go to Center Point Urbana Intermediate every year. So this is a classic rural outreach partnership where we have a great relationship with the library and also with the schools. So that's a free concert, and I mean,
With a reception.
people show up from all over the place.
And there will be pie.
And I see Passion, Peril, and Pies. So we love that. And then Saturday night, 7:30 p.m., October 19th is our Cedar Rapids main stage, and we're trying a new site, First Lutheran Church, and it's a really beautiful place. And they have a great organ, and they're doing a lot of more music. So we would love to see people there. It's $20 at the door, and always students are free. And then finally on Sunday the 20th at 3 p.m., the Congregational Church in Iowa City on Clinton Street. That's again $20 at the door, but students free, and we'll be live streaming that one. So it's a wonderful concert weekend. 3 great opportunities to see us.
Yeah, and if you can't make it to any of the live performances, the live stream will be available on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm so glad you keep doing that. Even
Yeah.
even after we all return to live performance, it's just one more opportunity for people to get to hear and appreciate what's going on if for some reason they can't be there in person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And always such a treat to have Christine in the ensemble too. She just makes everybody around her better.
Yeah, she does.
Yep.
It's 3 more concerts remaining in Passion and Peril with Red Cedar Chamber Music. Thursday in Center Point. Saturday.
Friday.
Friday, sorry. Friday in Center Point, and Saturday at First Lutheran Church, new venue for you.
Yeah.
And then at the Congregational Church in Iowa City on Sunday for the wrap-up and also the live stream. So people want to watch the live stream, people want more information about any of these concerts, order tickets in advance, anything like that, they can visit you on the web.
Yep, www.redcedar.org.
Or our YouTube channel, Red Cedar Chamber Music.
Well, have fun as you wrap up this series, and we'll talk again in a few months with the next round of concerts, and great to have you both here.
Thank you so much.
You can hear The Culture Crawl live on the radio most weekdays at 10:30, on demand at kcck.org/culture, or subscribe using your favorite podcast player. Watch our videos on the KCCK Facebook and YouTube channels. Our producer is Lydia Kilgore. The Culture Crawl theme is composed by Vivian Shanley. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.